more quickly than it was.
It is. It's pretty much doubled its speed since 24 hours ago. So that should take it off the Carolina coast very quickly. The problem is that the eye wall of the storm is directly over the southern Outer Banks right now. Now the storm has weakened. It's a Category 1, but it's still packing 90-mile-an-hour winds around its core. And we're also seeing some higher gusts within it. In fact, this is actually worse than a landfall situation because the entire stretch of the southern Outer Banks is within that northwestern eye wall of that storm. And so we just measured the strongest wind gusts that we have seen since this storm hit the Bahamas earlier in the week, a 96-mile-per-hour gust at Cedar Island, just inland from those very fragile barrier islands. Cedar Point at 70. I just saw a gust at Hatteras where that storm is moving toward up to 66 miles per hour now. And so we're going to start to see the highest gust that we've seen in a couple of days, at least the highest U.S. gust being measured here. So the storm is continuing to move out. Our rain chances are over at this point. The clouds will continue to die down a bit as the winds begin to dry things out a bit more. We're still humid and breezy for the early going today. Winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour with thinning clouds, and high temperatures today will rise from the lower 70s back up to the mid 80s this afternoon, but the humidity is going to start to fall today. We've got a few more hours of the fury of the storm left before it begins to pull away. The lingering effects due to flash flooding and storm surge may last for a while, though. We'll get you latest on the local impact as well as along the coast coming up.
And at 6:32, we continue our team coverage this morning with Devontae McKenna.
He's live on Nags Head, and Devontae, Dorian is close by. We see you've got the hood up. It seems like things are intensifying out there.
Yeah, Brianna, since that last time we tried to check in with you guys at 6 o'clock, you noticed our signal dropped because we were in the middle of one of those heavy bands of rainfall. Right now, that rain eased up, but again, that wind is certainly staying constant. Here's what we're seeing now. You can see a better view of the ocean this morning. The waves are more frequent in number, and they're crashing harder and harder as Dorian inches closer and closer to Nags Head. I'm seeing actually down in the distance folks walking the beach. That is certainly not recommended, but to each to their own. You can tell that storm surge is picking up too compared to what we saw about 12 hours ago. That first high tide for today was around 1:30 this morning. That next low tide still a bit away. It's about one more hour at 7:45. Power outages, that's something I want to tell you about this morning. We're still fairly low at 1,800, but that number has increased as I kept checking throughout the morning hours. We did also check in with county officials. They say still no problems yet. I think they're waiting for the brunt of that storm. They believe everyone took note of the warning and got out of Dare County. That curfew will stay in place until at least noon today. You can see why. The ocean is completely different compared to what I saw this time yesterday. I've never seen anything like this compared to what we brought to you at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. That real deciding factor will be if it's safe, they can bring the crews in and also address any problems that we will get from the heavy rainfall. The mayor is set to speak at 7:30 this morning. We'll listen in and bring you updates there. And the mayor will also be one of those many officials that will decide if it is safe to reopen the county or if they need to extend that curfew just a tad bit longer so crews can get on those flooded roadways and make sure that they can open that county, both entering and exiting the county here in Dare County, just in time at the noon hour. If they can't, they will have to extend that curfew to who knows when, but we'll of course keep you updated. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Devontae. And we do want to go to Nash County now, where Meredith Stutz continues our team coverage of Hurricane Dorian.
That's right, Meredith. You spent the night in Wilmington as Dorian passed by. What are you seeing this morning under first light?
Good morning from New Hanover County, and thankfully we are so grateful to see first light here in Wilmington, just at the base of Wrightsville Beach. That bridge still closed because there's an emergency evacuation as that rain and wind continues. And we have talked this morning in the 5 o'clock hour about those winds that we've reported on. Those major gusts clocked in at 70 miles an hour. That's tropical storm force winds as Hurricane Dorian continues to push all the way out of the Cape Fear area into the north where we just saw Devontae was now. Now we want to talk more about those power outages because that's going to be a problem as we go into this morning. Those roads are still closed, some of those roads in neighborhood areas because of trees down, power lines down, which obviously brings power outages. And to talk more about that, I want to invite Jeff Brooks over here. He is with Duke Energy. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
All right. So you obviously and your team have been keeping a close eye on this in the past 12 hours overnight into this morning, even as the wind continues to pick up. How are we looking for power outages in this Cape Fear area?
Well, we're looking pretty good, all things considered. We've still got more than 20,000 customers out here in New Hanover County, several thousand in neighboring counties as well. But the eye did stay offshore largely last night here in the Cape Fear area. And that actually helped to keep the outages down. The stronger winds stayed offshore. So we're in a pretty good position. I know that I have seen that crews are out doing damage assessment already today because the winds are beginning to move out of the area. So the process has begun. So we hope to begin making progress as the daylight comes and the day wears on.
Where are teams coming from here in the Cape Fear area, even onto the coast? Probably from all over North Carolina, maybe even the country even.
That's right. We kept most of our reinforcements in the Triangle area and in Florence, South Carolina, and the goal is that those crews probably have already begun to move some of those down here to the area, and they're going to help local crews that have already been in the area and contractors that came early that are already beginning work here. So our numbers will increase during the day, and we'll begin to make progress on these outages.
And for people who might be watching through live stream or on air, maybe like, hey, since the storm's gone, lights up, it might be safer to get on the roads. What would you say if people wanted to venture out, especially this morning?
Well, I would say it's still a time to stay home and stay safe. There's still some gusty winds out here, and obviously we haven't even seen where all the damage is yet. And so what you want to be careful about is if you try to get out, you're driving on a road that could be partially flooded. It could have debris on the road. You may not see it downline. So the best thing is just stay home, maybe enjoy some breakfast, relax with your family, and let us begin to do our important work and other emergency management officials as we respond to this storm.
Jeff Brooks, Duke Energy, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Again, we are in Wrightsville Beach, right at the base of the Wrightsville Beach Bridge here in Wilmington. Still an emergency evacuation in order. That's why you see those blue police lights preventing people from crossing over to the local bridges. We'll keep you updated when that emergency evacuation is lifted. For now, reporting live in Wilmington, Meredith Stuss, WXII 12 News.